broad-reaching programme of technology which will enable us to create both value and jobs.
Mr. Pargneaux, 1 minute and a half.
Madam Chair, President in Office, Commissioner, allow me first of all to make a few salient points with respect to our resolution, but also with respect to the discussion that we're going to be having over the next few weeks in Copenhagen. First of all, the first point is that the fight to contain temperature rises needs being addressed. I heard a number of my colleagues play down the scale of climate change, but let's bear in mind that in the world several hundreds of millions of human beings are going to be the ones who suffer the physical effects of climate change because there has been such an increase. I think at Copenhagen we need to put the brakes on that temperature rise. Secondly, we need a binding agreement which will allow us to set out that the greenhouse gas emissions should be limited to 30% by 2020 or 80% by 2050, and we also need to ensure we have clarity on the funding for the poorest countries. What is proposed in our resolution is 300 billion for the 20 years to come, but I think we need to take it further. The figure of 500 billion has been mooted, and I think we need to show an example ourselves as a European Union on this. And then we need to set in place a universal carbon tax with this option of taxing financial transactions. And to conclude, I'm very surprised to hear the EPP colleagues are speaking with a bit of a forked tongue here. The President interrupts.
The next speaker, Mr. Kuhn, for 2 minutes. Madam President, colleagues, with all the ambitious goals for climate, the Copenhagen conference, we mustn't forget that Europe, every day, with its companies, is in competition with